Good morning, it's Monday. Just give it a moment or two. More people to log on. There we go. Slowly but surely. Numbers coming up. Good morning, Philip. I'll have to be good and start advertising the sessions again. I've got a little bit lazy. I'll start advertising them again. See if we can get some more people in while they're still running. Hope everyone is well this Monday. If you get a moment, put a comment or do a heart or a thumbs up. Just let me know you're out there. It's always good. Can't believe it's Monday again. Where does the time go? Good morning, Jim. Just give it a few more moments, let a few more people log on. As a reminder, make sure you've got a nice space to work out in. Nothing that's going to trip you up. Windows open. I have both windows open today because it is warm. And water nearby. And a mat or towel to lie down on and do our stretches afterwards. I hope everyone is well this Monday morning. Raring to go for the week ahead. So if anyone new who hasn't done these workouts before, all in all they're about 40 minutes, including a warm up and the cool down. And the main section of the workout is 20 minutes. Today we're doing a circuit workout but with active rest, so we spend 40 seconds on each exercise and there's a 20-second rest, but in the rest we'll be doing an exercise. Morning, Michelle. Obviously it won't last the whole of the rest, so we will start with the warm-up. Let me just get my timer ready. So start with just moving our arms across our body, warming up the joints and the muscles, stepping from side to side. So the reason we do this is to just prepare the body for the workout. A lot of you will know because I've said it before, but for those that haven't been on before, we have a fluid in our joints called synovial fluid. And the more we move, the more we start producing of this and the more smooth our movements become. Which is why we do a good warm up before a workout. So bring the arms above the head, it helps prevent injury, reduce the risks of doing stuff like sudden movements that will upset the muscles. So keep going. And it's also why we stretch afterwards as well. Keep going. Mind any low light fittings that you may have. Almost there. Let that relax. Take your feet shoulder width apart. Drop your shoulders down. Take your arms out in front of you and open up the chest. So, try and keep the hips facing forward as much as you can. Obviously there'll be a slight twist, but the main aim is opening the chest up. Make sure you keep your shoulders down from your ears. Keep going. Let that one relax. Keep your feet shoulder width or slightly wider. You want to keep your legs straight. You're going to twist to one side, walk down the outside of your leg as far down as you can go. If you can touch the floor, it's great. If you can't, just walk across in the air, walk across and come up the other side. So we're stretching out the back of the legs and a little bend in the back. And across and back up. Keep going. Keep those legs straight. If you need to take your feet out wider to help, perfectly fine. This is the last one. Come up from here, face to the front into a gentle jog. Again, if you have any knee injuries or joint problems and this sort of motion isn't great for them, then you can take it to a march. Oh, some other people come up. Morning, Claire. Keep going. More seconds. So you've got to take this workout to whatever your fitness level is. and keep going. And let that relax. We're going to do hip openers. Morning, Dee. So we're going to take our leg up and out to the side and then bring it back in. So this is waking up the hips. If you hear in any of these movements, if you hear any clicks, pops, cracks, don't worry, as long as it's not painful. If it's painful, please stop or bring it a bit lower down, but otherwise it's fine. I get all of that when I'm doing a workout as well. Keep going, last few seconds. Let that relax, come over, we're going to do some heel flicks. So place the hands behind you and flick your heels up to your bottom. Again, if this is too much for your joints, please just take it to a march or a jog on the spot if that works better for you. But flick your legs up, land softly, nice bounce. Keep going, keep breathing. Last few seconds. And let that relax, take your feet hip width. We're going to step forward into a lunge, 90 degrees, and both legs rotate over the front leg and push back. Come down, rotate, push back. Come down, rotate, and push back. Keep going. That's it. Almost there. So as you step forward, you want to try and keep the hip width gap between the feet. We tend to try and line our feet up, and that's when we lose our balance. From here into a squat and reach up. So feet are shoulder width, toes turn down, knees follow toes, flick your hips back, come down and reach up. Don't worry if it's not very deep squat yet. Body's just waking up. It's absolutely fine. Keep going. Last few seconds. And final one, 30 seconds of jumping jacks again. If you need to, you can step them out. In these shoulder problems, just bring the arms a bit lower. Otherwise, just keep moving. Get the heart rate up. Nearly there. Last few seconds, and I will go through the workout. And let that rest. So, today we are doing... Morning, Madeline! No worries, Dee. So, today we are doing a bodyweight circuit workout, doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds rest, but it's active rest, so we'll be doing a movement in between each exercise, and today that's 5 jumping jacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between each one of these exercises. Don't worry, I will remind you to do it. So the 5 exercises today are what I call the walkout, also known as the inchworm. So you take your feet about shoulder width, try and keep your legs straight, bring your hands down, walk out into a high plank position. Today we're going to tap our shoulders and then push and walk back up. So we'll be doing that for 40 seconds, then in between 5 jumping jacks. Then we're doing a squat and pulse for 4. So you're going to come down into your squat, so knees follow toes, flick your hips back, sit back into it. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stand up, squeeze the glute, come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Again, 5 jumping jacks. Then we're down on the floor for a glute bridge. So you're going to have your feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart, hands by your side, and you're going to push up into your shoulders. Lower down, tap your bum to the floor, then push back up. So you're really activating those glutes, pushing through your heels, and knees should be in line with ankles. And pushing up, and then again we'll come up 5 jumping jacks. Then we're back down on the floor. Two core ones today. So we're going to do the bicycle crunch. So you bring your knee up and your elbow comes to meet it, opposite knee to opposite elbow, then 5 jumping jacks, and then 3 high knees and a hold. 3 high knees, hold, or 3 shuffles and hold your high knee, whatever you want to call it. So they're the exercises for today. If you've got any music, now's the time to turn it on, and I'll get the timer started. If at any point you do feel you need a rest, please do. It is very warm this morning, so please, if you need a drink at any time, please grab one. But shall we get ready? So we're starting with the walk down or the inchworm, 40 seconds.
Work for 40 seconds.
And off we go. So come down, walk out into a nice high plank, keep that bum down, go to the core, tap the shoulders, and walk it back. Stand up, little lean back, not too far, don't put too much pressure in your back, but just a little lean. And again, tap, tap.
Halfway there.
Keep going, push it back up, stand up. So we should be able to fit 4 in, theoretically. Keep going, maybe even 5, who knows?
5 seconds.
Maybe not. Come up.
Active rest for
And
20
5 jump
seconds.
jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our next one will be squat and pulse for 4. So catch your breath. Get ready.
5
So
seconds.
knees follow the direction of your toes. So I turn mine out slightly.
Work for 40
Off we
seconds.
go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up, squeeze at the top, and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up, squeeze at the top. Come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up, squeeze, and back down. Keep going. 1, 2,
Halfway
3,
there.
4, and up. So when you come down in your squat, you want to keep your chest up. Not bend over, it's all in the legs. So pushing the legs back, pushing back into the bum. And come up.
5 seconds.
The angle you're looking for is to have the same angle in your shins as your back.
Active rest for
And
20
5,
seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We get to lie down now. It's not such a bad thing, is it? For a Monday morning, for the glute bridge. So this one works our
5 seconds.
legs, our glutes, it's in the name, but it also works our core and our balance.
Work for 40
And off you go.
seconds.
So push right up onto your shoulders and then come down. Tap your bum and push up. This exercise, if you have ever doing it in another workout, you can always put resistance bands around your thighs if you have them to intensify the exercise.
Halfway there.
Push up and come down. Push up onto your shoulders, come down. Keep pushing through.
5 seconds.
Squeeze the glutes at the top. Come down.
Active rest for 20
Up.
seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down. And come lie down. So small at the back,
5
really
seconds.
push into the floor. So you're using your core muscles to push your back into the floor. Get your
Work
arms
for
ready.
40 seconds.
And cycle. Knee, elbow to knee. Or knee to elbow. If you keep your knee slightly back, you force yourself to crunch up that little bit more. So you're trying to keep your knee to come up in line with your hip.
Halfway there.
Keep going. And keeping the small of your back pushed in. Keep breathing.
5 seconds.
Keep going.
Active
And
rest
come up.
for 20
If you
seconds.
don't like to keep getting up and getting down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the elbow one, you can always do it standing up if it helps.
5 seconds.
Oh, fantastic, Aswin. No worries. So 3 high knees and a hold for this one.
Work for 40
1,
seconds.
2, 3, and hold. 3, hold. That's it. Keep going. Just checking I've said hello to everyone. Yep. Keep going. Keep breathing.
Halfway there.
Almost there. Last few seconds.
Active
And
rest for 20
jump jacks. 1,
seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5. So we're back to the beginning, which is the walk down or inchworm. Catch your breath. So nice straight legs, shoulder width, maybe even
5
slightly
seconds.
wider. Try and keep them straight as you walk out into your high plank position.
Work for 40
Come down,
seconds.
bend from the hips. Come out, nice high plank, and tap your shoulder. Trying to keep your body as straight as possible. Your bum down, your core engaged. Come down, and don't forget to keep breathing. so demanding.
Halfway there.
Keep going. This is why you have a trainer to remember all these things for you.
5 seconds.
Come back up.
Active rest for 20
1,
seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5. So next is squat and pulse for 4. So again, shoulder width, knees follow toes, so I turn my toes slightly out so my knees travel slightly out.
5 seconds.
Always the best bit of advice when I was first learning to do a
Work
squat.
for 40 seconds.
Flick your hips back first, then go back because it forces you to sit back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, come up. If you've got to imagine you're about to sit down on a chair, on a sofa, but you're not allowed this morning, squeeze at the top. Come down,
Halfway
1,
there.
2, 3 and 4, and back up. Keep the chest up, pick a point to look at in front of you, so it forces you to keep your chest and head up. 1, 2, 4. So the work is in your thighs,
5
and your hips,
seconds.
and your glutes. 4, come up.
Active rest for 20
And 5
seconds.
jump jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next we're down on the floor for the glute bridge. I like the glute bridge, it's a good one. So again, I mean, even if you
5 seconds.
have a weight, you can always put it on your hips.
Work
Bring your
for
feet
40 seconds.
as close to your bum and push up onto your shoulders, then lower back down. Trying to keep your legs in line, hip width. Try not let them splay as you come down. Or push up. Up onto the shoulders, which are being pulled up by your belly button.
Halfway there.
And come down. Push up. Come down. Push up. Come down. Keep breathing.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds.
Active rest for
And
20
come up.
seconds.
5 jumping jacks. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next is our cycle. If you don't like, oh, morning Sarah. If you don't like, keep getting up, getting down, you can do this
5
one
seconds.
standing up. Always come down, push the small of your back into the floor.
Work for 40
One leg straight
seconds.
and cycle. So trying to keep your legs off the floor as you cycle the other leg up. Try and crunch towards it. Keep going.
Halfway there.
Breathe in. A few more seconds. Almost there.
5 seconds. Active rest for
And
20
come up.
seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And get ready for the shuffle. 3 shuffles and a high knee. Or 3 high knees and a hold.
5 seconds.
Whatever way you want to look at it. Get ready.
Work for 40
1,
seconds.
2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. That's it. So keeping the chest up. Back straight. Nice soft landing on the knees. Keep it gentle. Keep the body moving.
Halfway there.
Almost there. Almost 10 seconds.
5 seconds.
Sit, keep going. And 5
Active
jumping
rest
jacks.
for
1,
20 seconds.
2, 3, 4, and 5. And catch a breather. Halfway through, guys. Doing great. Next, we're back to our walk down with shoulder taps.
5 seconds.
Do have a drink if you need one. It's very
Work
warm
for
today.
40 seconds.
Off we go. So come down, walk out. Nice high plank, keep your bum down, engage the core. And come back up. Deep breath. Keep breathing. If you can't do the shoulder taps, don't worry. Just focus on the walkout. Getting that there. If the shoulder taps aren't your thing just yet, I'll try and get one in, you know, every other
5 seconds.
walk down.
Active rest for
And
20
5 jump
seconds.
jacks. 1, 2, 4, 5. So next we're into our squat and pulse. So flick the hips back. Sit back into your squat.
5 seconds.
Keep your chest up. Pick a point to stare at. So get ready.
Work for 40
And
seconds.
down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And squeeze at the top. Come up and squeeze. Come down. 1,
Halfway there.
4. Come up and squeeze. Keep going. And squeeze. 2.
5 seconds.
And squeeze. 1 more.
Active rest for
And
20
5
seconds.
jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't forget you can always step them out if jumping is not good for your joints at the moment. So you don't have to miss them out
5
completely.
seconds.
Just step them through. Bum near your feet near your bum.
Work for 40
Feet
seconds.
hip width up and push up into your shoulders. Come down, tap, and push back up. Push up and come back down. Really push through your heels, through your knees,
Halfway there.
into your glutes. Keep breathing. Last few
5 seconds.
Squeeze the glutes at the top.
Active rest for
And come
20
up.
seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back down. If you want to, you can do this one standing up. Otherwise, come down, push the small of your
5
back into the
seconds.
floor. Legs straight. Try and get them off
Work for 40 seconds.
the ground as you cycle. And come up to your knee. And get your knee in line with your hip as you cycle it through. And the one that's out straight is just a couple of inches off the floor. Keep
Halfway
going.
there.
And we'll try and remember on the last one to move around just a bit so you can actually see my feet.
Five seconds. Active rest for 20
And
seconds.
come up. 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're into 3 high knees and a hold. Whew. Then we've only got 1 round
5
left.
seconds.
Get ready. Off we go. 1, 2,
Work
3,
for 40
hold.
seconds.
Keep going. Keep breathing. That's it, good. Hold it up. So, nice straight
Halfway
back.
there.
Bring that knee up. That's it, good. Keep going.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds. And rest. 5
Active
jumping
rest
jacks.
for 20
1,
seconds.
2, 3, 4, 5. So, into the last round. Back to the walk downs. Catch your breath. Get ready. Feet hip width
5
and
seconds.
shoulder width or slightly wider. To keep your legs straight.
Work
And
for
come
40 seconds.
down. Walk out. Nice high plank. Tap to the shoulders. Keep the bum down, the core pulled in. And keep breathing. If you do have to bend your knees a little bit, it's fine. But the aim is to keep your legs straight.
Halfway there.
Keep going. Last few seconds.
5
Last
seconds.
And up.
Active rest for 20 seconds.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squat and pulse for 4. Woo. Get ready.
5 seconds.
So into your squat position, pulse it out, come up, squeeze at the top.
Work for
So
40
1,
seconds.
2, 3, 4, and squeeze. Come back into your squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze at the top. Come down. 1, 3, 4, and come up. That's it. Good. 2. Sitting back into that squat.
Halfway there.
Keeping that chest up. 3, 4, and squeeze at the top. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squeeze at the top. Keep going. Last few seconds. And
5
squeeze
seconds.
at the top. Come down. 1, 2, 4, and
Active
squeeze.
rest for 20 seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're down for our glute bridge. Come down on the floor. Feet near your bum, feet hip width apart. Your
5
hands to the
seconds.
side. Do not put them under your bum. And get ready.
Work for 40
Push
seconds.
up into the shoulders using the thighs and the glutes. We're activating them now. And keeping these strong is what's going to keep propelling you out of your sofa as we get older. Come down. And push
Halfway
through.
there.
Come down, tap, and push through. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Tap to the floor, come back up. Tap down. Push up. And come down.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds. That's it. Keep
Active
it.
rest for 20
And come
seconds.
up. 5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the bicycle crunch again. If you need to, you can do it standing up. Absolutely
5
fine.
seconds.
If not, come down, push the smaller your butt.
Work
I
for
remembered.
40 seconds.
Hopefully you can still see my feet. Probably not. Perils of being tall. Keep crunching up. Keep your back pushed into the ground. Let your foot hover, the one that pushes out, and then the one that comes towards you is in line with your
Halfway
hip.
there.
And you're crunching up. Bring those shoulder blades off the floor, using those abdominal muscles and obliques to get you moving. Almost there.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds.
Active
And
rest
come
for
up.
20 seconds.
5 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally, 3 high knees and a hold. Whew, a bit warm now. Almost
5
there.
seconds.
Last 40 seconds of work and last 5 jumping jacks.
Work for 40 seconds.
1, 2, 3. Oh, hold. 1, 2, 3. It's amazing how you can suddenly lose the ability to count to 3. 2, 3. Hold. Get your arms involved as well. Keep your back nice and upright. Keeping the lungs open.
Halfway there.
Bring your leg up. Keep going. Almost done. Keep breathing.
5 5 seconds.
That's it. Almost there.
Active
And
rest
5
for
jumping
20
jack.
seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And walk it off. Walk it off. Slowly let the heart rate come down. Grab your mat or your towel.
5 seconds.
Nice deep breaths. So
Workout complete.
breathe it out for a second. Let your heart rate slow down a little bit. No worries. I was just reading Sarah's message. That's very cool. So nice deep breaths. The reason we just walk it off for a second before we lie straight down is the heart's really pumping the blood out still, and we're not moving as quickly to bring it back up, so we can get a little lightheaded, and we don't want that. A bit of blood pooling is never good on a Monday morning. So once you feel comfortable and Jolene hits the right timer on her watch, we'll come down to the floor and bring our knees into our chest and just rock slowly in one direction and then in the other. This is just going to stretch out the lower back and the hips, which just feels really good. And especially if you're sat at a desk or in a chair all day, just helps stretching those out. Also, maybe if you're doing running as well, it's nice just to stretch out the hips. I think the hips get forgotten sometimes. Let that relax, drop one leg down and raise the other one up into the air, pulling back. And this is stretching out the hamstrings, the back of the thigh. You're pulling it towards you, stretching it out. Keep breathing. So you can always move your ankle a little bit. Try and keep your legs straight as you can. Obviously, if you've got tight hamstrings, it's not going to be the easiest to have a straight leg, and don't worry if it's not pulled back as far as mine, or you might be able to pull it back further, depending on your flexibility. Just put it to the point where you can feel a good stretch and switch legs, but it doesn't hurt. So you want to be able to go, oh yeah, I can feel that stretch, but you don't want to be going, ow! So pulling it back. If you feel the stretch ease off, let your leg go and then pull it back a little bit further. If you have a yoga strap or resistance band or even a towel, you can put it over your toes to help pull them back a little bit further. Just keep breathing. Move the ankles a little bit. Keep going. Keep pulling it back, keep breathing. And let that relax, switch side. You stay there and I'm going to move around so you can see more clearly. So bring your ankle onto your opposite knee. Reach through your lap and pull your thigh towards you. So this is going to give you a glute stretch. So for me, this is stretching out my left glute because it's my left leg bent in front of me. If you want to, you can use your hand, push your knee away and keep pulling your other thigh towards you, or you can use your elbow if it works for you. So stretching this through. Keep going, a few more seconds. Nice deep breaths. And switch sides. So hopefully you can see. So you'll probably find you've got one side more flexible than the other, a bit more mobility in it. That's totally normal. Just got to work on those stretches. You might have a tight glute or tight IT band, which is the band that connects your knee to your hip, and that can get quite tight, which can make you think you've got a hip or a knee problem. Bless you. Sorry, husband sneezed. Might have a hip or a knee problem, but actually it's the IT band that's tight, and so pulling on your kneecap or pulling on your hip. So just keep an eye on it. You can always go and see your GP if you are concerned. And let that relax, or arrange to see an osteopath roll over onto all fours, or a sports therapist. So knees in line with hips, wrists in line with your shoulders, and we're going to drop the back down, bring the head up, breathe in, and then switch over. Breathe out as you push up, keeping the arms and legs straight. Just letting the back bend and the head to come up and down. Keep going. And back the other way. And let that relax. Bring your big toes together behind you. You're going to sit back onto your heels. So you want your knees about hip width apart or wider if it's more comfortable. Try and keep your bum back on your heels. And you're going to walk your hands forward. So walk your hands forward and drop your forehead to the floor if you can, while keeping your bum on your heels. Keep your hands pulled out, and then you can always move slightly, and this should stretch out the upper back and shoulders. Nice deep breaths. So again, this is another good one if you spend a lot of time sat at a desk. Breathe in. Keep going, last few seconds. And let that relax. Come up onto all fours again and bring your feet underneath you. Roll up through your spine nice and slowly. So with that one, that was the child's pose. If you ever want to, you can always do that stretch during the day. Push back. So put your foot to the wall and then push up into your calf muscle. So you want to keep your feet hip width apart. Keep your feet hip width apart. Keep everything facing forward is what I was trying to say there. And stretch into the calf muscle. Keep breathing. Keep going. Almost there. And switch sides. Push up. So I like this one. This is a really good calf stretch because you can get to the point where your calf muscle connects to your Achilles tendon. So you just can move your ankle a little bit, stretch it out. Keep going. A few more seconds. Keep going. Keep breathing. And let that relax. Come over. And bring your foot up. I was just partly reading a comment now. I'll read it properly in a minute. So knees in line with each other. Push your hip forward. Bring your foot into your bum. And push your hand into your foot or your foot into your hand. So you're pushing back. So if I just turn sideways. So you're pushing it back. So you're pushing your hips forward. Just get a nice stretch down the front of the thigh. In the quads. Keep breathing so that knees are in line. Push the hips. Nice and straight. And switch sides. Come up. If you need to hold on while doing this stretch, absolutely fine. If you don't, brilliant. Some days I do, some days I don't. Some days my balance is great, other days I'm all over the show. So it just goes from day to day. It's a bit like any workout. Some days you can smash them. You thought, that was really hard and I was brilliant. And other days you think, oh, they should be simple. Why am I struggling? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Day to day. Just got to take everything day to day. Trust me, I'm exactly the same. And let that relax. Come up into a nice full body stretch. Lean to one side. I went on my first run in about nearly 2 months. Come up. And it's rubbish, to be honest, for me. So, but I know that I have to get these first few sort of crappy runs out of the way to get back into it. Otherwise it's never going to happen, is it? Well, so just have to embrace them, enjoy them for what they are, play my music nice and loud, enjoy it as about half an hour away from the kids, you know, look at the silver linings. I'm getting out, moving my body and getting back to where I used to be. And drop one arm between shoulder blades, chin off the chest, head up. Keep breathing. That's it. Keep going. A few more seconds. You can keep still. I still sway. I think I just hear music in my own head all the time. And switch sides, stretch out the other tricep. So you want your hand in between the shoulder blades. Chin off the chest, head up, because the head up helps stretch the muscle out. And it's good. I've got even more colour on my shoulders and arms that are, so I still have this shape of a nice fitness top into my back. So the rest of me is still a milk bottle. 5 nice brown shoulders, that's about it really. And a runner's tan. Keep going, last few seconds. Let that relax, bring one arm across the body, stretching out the shoulders. So I think, I haven't read all the comments yet, but I was a little bit mean today having 2 floor exercises that you had to get up from to do the active rest. I kind of apologise. Getting up and down off the floor, it's part of the workout. It's part of the workout, but yes, it was a little bit mean for a Monday morning. But you know, it all helps. It's all worth it. Keep going. Last few seconds, switch sides. But yes, 2 floor ones was a little bit mean. But you love it really. Last few seconds. And also on my Become Fit for Life Facebook page, I have now pinned a post which gives a link to 2 sites. One's my YouTube channel, where I'm slowly uploading them all. I think there's about 26 on there now of 80 something workouts I've done. I've only got like another 50 odd to go, but we'll get there. And then there's another page called Coffee and Let That Relax, and it's just, if you have a moment or if you have anything, you can buy me a coffee, but don't worry if you can't, it's just there if you can. I just got me. Yeah, it's just timing. It's just getting used to getting up and down off the floor, obviously. I've been doing it a little while. So yes, sorry about that, guys. But I'm not really sorry. It's good exercise, extra strength training for the legs, getting up and down off the floor. So thank you for joining me this Monday morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any other comments, questions or queries, either leave them in the comments or send me a message directly. The replay will be saved to my Facebook page, Become Fit for Life, and it will also be on, oh thank you Jim, it will also be on the Decathlon page. As I said, I've also tagged and pinned my YouTube channel on my Become Fit for Life page, or you can give me a follow on Instagram, because I do post lots of stuff on there. You can see what's happening in the Become Fit for Life world, which is I now have a personal gym in my garden, which is very exciting and terrifying, because I don't want to make it dirty and I don't want to put too much stuff in it, so it's like, but anyway, any questions or queries, let me know. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back again tomorrow at 8 AM, and I also have a lunchtime session at 12:30 tomorrow. So see you then. Bye.